Hello everyone. Today we will be dealing with functions in MS Excel. So what are functions? These are predefined formulas that performs calculations using specific values in a particular order. There are a lot of functions that are built in with MS Excel, but what we're going to deal in this particular topic is the statistical functions. I repeat, these are your statistical functions, such as sum, average, count, maximum, or minimum, and then other functions. So the basic parts of a function starts with equal sign, and then the function name, and of course your arguments. Take note that whenever you uh, make a function that are complicated ones, you separate them with exact number of parentheses. Okay, let's proceed. So the arguments, of course, you will be working with them. So as you can see, these are your arguments. They are enclosed in parentheses. So this is a range of Zal. It says here that whenever you make use of a function, you can specify the range from different locations. Just specify it with or separate it with comma, such as this example. Okay, so from A1 to A3, it is separated with a comma from C1 to C2, and then another cell which is E1. Okay, and then in creating your function, take note of the different types of functions that you have. First, you have your sum function, their syntax, your sum function, your max function, your mean function, and average function. So these are the first four. Okay, so let's try them. So let's say I have here values that can be computed. So I will first use sum function. I will separate this with comma, and then I'll separate cell, then enclose it with parentheses. Okay, so that's for the sum function. Sorry. Let's try mean. First, max. So max returns the values which is the largest from the group. Okay, so the largest value so far is 123213. Okay, when you compare them. So this is max function. And then we'll have also the mean function. Let's see which of these values is the lowest. Okay, so far the lowest value on the list is 1. Okay, so this is for mean function. And then let's take the average, which is the fourth function on the list. So again, I'll separate them with comma. Then I will enclose it with parentheses. The average so far is 14133.69. So it computes automatically. Average function. Okay, let's go back. So those are the first four functions. So this one, the next value so far is, or the next function so far is count. So what's the what the function returns? This function counts the number of cells with numerical data in the argument. And then another is count A, which counts the number of cells that are not empty. We also have count blank. This one counts the number of cells that are empty. Okay, empty cells. And count if, of course, this one, it follows a specific criteria. Okay, so we will try to make use here in count if a condition. So let's see. Uh, let's just shade this first. The first while back is count. So we will just count. So the count will give us 13. 13 cells that are active on the list. So this is 9, 10, 11, 12, and 13. So this is count function. Okay. So there are 13 cells that are counted. We'll also count or use the value function count A. Sorry, should be like this. If you miss the range of cell, you can simply drag and redo the selection. So count A is still 13 because of course, what's the uh, return values for count A? It counts the number of cells that are not empty. So on the selection, which is this particular part, this range of cell, and the cell. But if you add something in this particular cell, it will give you still 13. Okay? Because, of course, they are not empty. If you add additional values here, it will give you 14. Let's try text. It will give you 15. Since this is that is a cell that is not empty, whatever the content is, it will be counted. This is count a function. So the next function is count blank. Use count blank. Okay. And then we will select this particular range of cell, this range of cell, and then this range of cell. So what will happen? It will give you, sorry, it's a mistake on the selection. Ah, for count blank, it must only be, it should be single. Try to select the range of cell once again. We've entered too many arguments for this function. So what's the, let's try to, ayaw niya. So single ang gusto niya. So we'll try to, so there are two, count blank, sorry, it was a miss. So in this particular selection, it will give us 6. Yeah, there it is. Because of course, these are empty cells and these are empty cells. There are 6 all in all. So this is count blank. So be careful with count blank because there are restrictions. Count if. So count if, let's try count if, and then the range, let's say this particular area again, and then we will give the criteria greater than 5. Okay, so what values will be counted? So there are problems. It seems that we were not able to give a particular rotation. So there are values greater than 5 from this particular range of cell F3 to J5. Greater than 5 is these particular values here. They are 3, 4, and 5. So the text there is not included because of course it's a text value and not a number. So this is count if. Okay. Now, if you want to join or if you want to combine functions together, let's say for example, count if this particular formula, which is the criteria while back greater than 5, let's say close, plus we will let's say we will add values from this particular uh, values. You have to specify at the beginning that whatever the content of your arguments inside a function, or you have a function inside a function, you must specify whatever the function uh, that will be performed. Let's say this particular value will give us 5, a value of 5, and another value which is, let's say, we will use max here. Max, let's take this particular uh, range of cell or reference that we had used a while back. We will use first this particular range of cell, then this range, sorry, this range of cell, sorry, nag-enter ako. Yun yung sensitive part ng Excel. Then this part. We will enclose it. Take note that if the parenthesis is not enough or you are not able to specify the exact number of parentheses, it will not shade black, which is the last. So we will add an additional black parenthesis here. Okay. So there it is. So 1, 2, 3, 1, 8. So this particular formula here or function here returns 5. And then this particular max function here returns 1, 2, 3, 2, 1, 3. All in all, this is 1, 3, 2, 1, 8 because of the sum function. Okay, as simple as that in combining functions. Okay, I think there are other functions which of course they are stored in the function library. Okay, so as simple as that, you can combine functions using parentheses. That's all. See you on the next video.